So appreciate that.
Who will?
It's like the Generation X pause at the beginning
Yeah.
of the live stream
Mhm.
because we always had to wait 5 seconds for the
Thing to kick
tape to
on.
roll.
Yeah.
Hey folks, welcome to
Gotta
Monday
wait for that
night.
little clear spot to
To
get.
the reminiscing. Um, Welcome to Monday night and to the Davises Eats Rooted in Foods. We've got a
Yeah.
few names out
Your
there.
name's Davis is Chow.
This is Chili. I'm Nikki, and guess
Yeah.
what?
We're still the Davises.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
Mhm.
So it is Monday night,
Yep.
and we are cooking live for you
And cocktailing live.
and cocktailing live.
Mhm.
We've got quite the lineup of local things. Couple of I'm not going to say new products necessarily, but things that we don't always or regularly feature
Yep.
on the show
A
tonight.
couple of unique items that
Um,
are very,
yeah,
very seasonal.
very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So let us know that you're watching.
Chin says bonjour.
Wrong country, but sure.
Yeah.
Um,
France was a few weeks ago.
mhm. I'm reading a really good book though about France in the 1950s, but I digress. So,
You always did. France in the 50s. Mm.
um,
Lots of sex.
sure. I mean, it's not exactly a I mean, it's kid friendly in the sense that, it's a cooking show, but
Yeah.
we're not necessarily kid friendly
Well,
usually.
I'm not.
Tonight, however, we do have a cocktail that can be adult friendly or kid friendly, and I'll let Chili explain that.
Yeah.
So we are about what halfway, a little over halfway through our month of eating through the Mediterranean,
Next to last.
next to last. We skipped the first one, so halfway, I guess. And
Or next to last.
tonight we're focused on Greece, and I actually need
It is
something
the
because I
word.
totally forgot
It is the word.
what I was.
Grex.
It No, I'm not entirely sure who's out front, but somebody's
Yeah.
out front.
Hopefully not around. If
I
someone
can't tell. They're gonna get barked at.
they're gonna get some food.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's a great big white vehicle out there. Um, so we are eating, we'll say Greek inspired because I have taken quite a few liberties on adapting some
Mhm.
things for local ingredients,
That's the neighbors.
local availability. However, I will tell you that both of the recipes tonight are from thank you, My Greek Table cookbook, which is a PBS cooking show. So if you
Diane Coachella.
Coachellus, yeah. Um, I discovered her probably during the pandemic um, at some point because, what else was I going to do but watch food shows? Um, and absolutely fell in love with the show. And I have learned a lot about
Mhm,
Greece, both as a culture, cuisine, country, all the way
mhm,
around.
mhm, mhm,
So
mhm.
highly suggest if you
If
like
you're
Greek
interested,
food, yeah,
if
that
you're even remotely interested,
that you pick up one of her books that says I use this all the time. Now, I will tell you that chili, yeah, I mean,
there's some dog ears in there.
I go through and remove, and
You can move them
I
around.
use little post-it notes
There's
um,
dog ears.
for my cookbooks. I will tell you, and if you watch for any length of time, you know that chili is not a fan of most of the things that are found in Greek cuisine,
It's
i.e.,
true.
tomatoes, olives, cucumbers.
Yep. Pretty much don't like them. And mushrooms. I'll just throw those in there too. I don't like those either.
Eggplant,
Okay.
not a fan of
No,
zucchini, but he'll eat it.
I'll eat it.
So when I say loosely inspired on Greek cuisine, I really do mean that
For
because
antis,
for the the man of the house. So
the picky eaters like me.
yeah, so at any rate, I've adapted, been inspired by how that. Um, what else?
I'll Greek cocktail it up though. That's right.
We do absolutely. What else? I'm waiting for people to get
Oh,
logged
we got
on.
a couple minutes. It's
There's
okay.
my mother.
Yeah,
The other thing I wanted to showcase here, you can show that up there since you're going to be Vanna tonight.
I'm used to it.
For those of you who live close enough to Carbondale to swing into the neighborhood food co-op, do so and grab the recent edition of their Morsel magazine because back page. Um, I'm working with them now on developing recipes using local we'll say local and regional ingredients that they carry in the store, and trying to showcase some of those ingredients and the folks behind those ingredients. So beyond that, it's a great magazine to pick up anyway. But now you're going to have recipes with all of the local things, and honestly, a lot of what we have in the kitchen.
Hey, Joe.
Um, hey, Jill, is available at the co-op, and when it's not, we try to tell you where you can find it. Certainly, farmers markets this time of year. So,
Yeah,
with all that said,
cocktails away.
cocktails away.
Cocktails away. So what makes a Greek cocktail? Well, for one, ouzo. Ouzo is a licorice based cocktail. So ouzo. So it tastes like black licorice, and we're going to use it in our drink tonight. So we
We
want,
like black licorice. So if you
yeah,
don't, or vodka, use
okay.
vodka.
Vodka is no flavor.
Well, I know, but it would still work in what you're
It's a
doing.
good taste though. So we're going to use an ounce and a half of ouzo per drink. And if you want to make kitty cocktails, just omit the ouzo. The next step, the ounce and a half per cocktail. So we're making two because there's two of us.
Hmm.
And then we want 6 ounces of strawberry lemonade.
And where'd we get that from?
You're going to talk about that
I'm going to talk about that. Okay.
because you can show the bottle.
Because I can't show the bottle. I can play Vanna
You can
now.
play it.
So you all know that can barely see that. We use a lot of the
Oh,
JFX seasonings on here because they're pretty versatile.
uh,
That almost makes it.
we're not using 6 ounces. We're going to use.
Well, you can pour it in after. Um, so the junior CEO, their oldest child, actually does lemonade this time of year, and maybe a little bit further into the summer. Once we have fresh strawberries and blueberries and watermelon and things available locally, um, he makes, with the help of mom and dad, of course, he makes fresh fruit lemonades and a regular lemonade, which Chili loves,
It's delicious.
with those fresh local ingredients. So we picked up a few. No,
Well,
it's the pool guys. Um, we picked up a few and are showcasing the strawberry tonight with,
Sam Pellegrino
mhm,
as a topper.
which is Italian, but it's still, we're still kind of in the Mediterranean at least. So for junior CEO, we would just omit the ouzo and
Yeah.
um, top the strawberry lemonade
Mhm.
with the San Pellegrino, and this is actually a lime flavored San Pellegrino. So a
So
little
it'll
little
mix well
extra,
with the
yeah,
strawberry.
a
Hi,
little.
guys.
Well,
That's the senior
hello,
CEO
senior CEO.
talking about the junior CEO.
Actually, that's Mr. CEO.
Yeah. We got Kelly Chamness on.
Hey,
There's
Kelly, how are
the
you?
other CEO of JFX.
Hey, there she is.
Yeah.
So,
So we're using the strawberry lemonade from James and some San Pellegrino. And for us adults, we're having an ounce and a half of ouzo in each cocktail.
so adult cocktail, kitty cocktail, either direction.
Mm, that's nice.
Um,
Got that.
did I say I was only going to drink one tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You might change your mind.
Mm,
It's okay.
hmm
I might let you. Mm.
Um, yeah. And the lime, I didn't have any
Mhm.
plain San Pellegrino, so we just broke out the lime.
It just adds that little extra.
Just a little extra acidity to
Mhm.
it
It's
to
nice.
balance out the ouzo.
It is a very chill. Yep, adult beverages. We call them that too.
Oh, yeah. But it's versatile.
It is versatile, so you can omit the ouzo. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
saying
easily.
it's
And
a half thing
if you don't like the licorice, a vodka
or
or rum or a strawberry vodka or a cake flavored or
Mhm.
whipped cream vodka, if you wanted a little bit of a different flavor. So this is pretty versatile.
Mhm. Very much so.
It's also
But
delicious.
it is very good.
Wow. Okie dokie.
We just top off with San Pellegrino. So there you go.
All right, so we are loosely greased tonight. Just as a reminder, because I
Mhm.
have a non-tomato cucumber eggplant.
You got a meat in
I
that
got
house.
a chili. All right, so I've got a tablespoon or so of olive oil going down in the skillet, and
What's
I'm
going on
going
over here?
to, yep, I have an onion from
This was
Schweitzer
a
Farms.
postage stamp
It
in my acre.
was
I'm
so there. Well, of course. All
I don't
right,
think she's where I'm
I'm going
on
to.
that.
All right, so we're just going to cut the bulb of the onion in half and get some slices. And we want to caramelize this almost. Um, that's probably enough onion.
Well, see, now that you've got the recipe, we're gonna have to make him one at home.
Yeah, well, of course.
You know, you just
A
omit the
little.
ouzo.
Oh yeah.
That lime San Pellegrino had that touch of
Yes.
that touch.
And it is, for those of us who don't do a lot of soda or any soda, that's going to give you the same fizzy
Is
and the same flavor as like a lemon lime soda would, a Sprite or 7-Up.
carbonation,
Okay.
lime flavored water.
Those are going in, and now I'm going to cut this down the middle so I get some half moons. And I'm actually going to remove this outer one.
Man,
That was a
that
little
is
on the
something
thin
else.
side. That is. All right. And I'm going to cut into the green on this. Chili is not a big fan of dill either, so we're
I
really
know.
it's hard. I know, but Greek food uses a lot of it, and I think it's overpowering for
It's
you
too
sometimes. Yeah.
overpowering for me. Yeah,
Um,
like dill
so
pickles.
we're, you know, yes, I know you like dill. Um, green and all. You want everything
Heck
going in
yeah,
because it's
throw it in
going
there.
to cook down quite a bit. All right. The other thing we're going to do in a little bit, I picked up 3 little local peaches from the co-op today. I'm going to peel those and slice them and throw them in here, but not quite yet. We
You
want
gonna
these to
shoot them?
cook down. Hmm?
Sugar the peaches?
No, they're going in with the chicken.
Well,
I know.
I
I know. Um,
feel from that back eating the peach.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I might have to use. I'm looking for oregano. Ruh-roh.
So oregano.
Mm, no, I have some.
All right, so awfully big surprise that we don't have any oregano.
What would be the where that would be? We
Is it
might.
in here?
Hell, we're gonna use the dill. No, it's marjoram. Up here? Ha, oregano.
Look at that. I knew
Ta-da.
what I was looking for.
Okay. So we're gonna let the onions go.
Sweat,
Yeah,
cold, I
they're going
believe.
down.
My
I don't
culinary
want to do the
term of the day.
peaches until later because they will absolutely just,
Ouch.
yeah.
Well, sugar.
All right, so chicken. I'm going to dump my chicken out of the marinade bag so you can actually see it. Normally, I wouldn't worry about doing this. I just would pull it out of the bag, but I want you guys to see it.
We're all marinate.
All right, and that's what I'm going to tell you. Un momento.
Birds with pretty good.
Birds. All right, 2 chicken breasts that I sliced thin. So I have chicken breast. Um, well, I didn't make like chicken tender size. I sliced them so they're cutlet size. Okay. So two
I can
breasts,
see.
and I've got six little cutlets in here,
Make a whole lot of marinade.
and a whole lot of marinade, but
Yep.
that's okay. Okay. So the marinade, I don't want to burn them. It is a combination of Greek. plain Greek yogurt, no flavor, no nothing. Um, fired up jellies and jams, jellies and jams. I know we both say it that way because of a long time ago brand that we had locally that was jams and jellies. Okay, so fired up jellies and jams, Cinnful peach habanero jam,
Oh,
peach, cinnamon, habanero.
yes.
Okay,
Some flavor
great.
there.
This substituted for an apricot jam in the original recipe. So I'm basically going from apricot to peach. So it shifts it a little bit to the Midwest. So there's our fired up in there. Dijon mustard, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, orange juice, and I did use fresh OJ, J Effect, OG, original, with the addition of turmeric and cumin. All of that mixed up, and it's been sitting in here
This is good.
since, yeah, um, 3 o'clock or so. So you want it to go in for at least an hour. It's not overly acidic, so it's not going to cook the chicken per
Yeah.
se if it sits for a handful of hours. So at least an hour. I had it in, since 3 o'clock or so. I wouldn't do more than 6, maybe 8 hours tops if you did this. Like if you did it before you left for work in the morning and came home and cooked it, you'd be okay. Um, so that's what this is, and we're going to put this down. Um, I don't either, but this is getting ready to go in, so we'll be okay. Shiggy Bug's in the way.
There you go.
Thank you. Now, this is also a recipe that should be full chicken breasts in the oven for 45 minutes. We don't do that on the show. We make things easy.
Want to eat in under an hour.
So we remake things so it works in quick.
Time for you to get home from work and cook for your family.
Right? We're going to move it a little bit just so those onions stay sort of off the heat. I'm going to turn that up. Yeah.
Your mom said Angel David is listening in.
Well, good.
She heard her sisters over here.
Of course. Mm-hmm. And these won't really, I'm not going to tell you these are going to sear necessarily because there's a lot of liquid in here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to sort of mimic the braise. I also am overcrowding the pan, but we're going to survive that.
That's still a big can, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sugar is just not moving.
Yeah, she's okay. I'm used to that crazy. Oh, I forgot I was going to throw this pepper in there.
Let me show you. Right there, sugar.
Yeah.
Right at the edge of the
I've got a banana pepper I picked up from farmer's market Saturday, and I bought a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to, this is not Greek by any stretch. I mean, peppers, yeah, but not necessarily banana peppers. This one's got a little heat to it, but I'm going to go ahead and add
them up.
Add him to the mix here. And by the time this is all cooked, these will have cooked down. Just a little extra veg in a dish that, we have to make sure chili has vegetables.
I'm picky, but I'm worth it. Where else would you get tacos?
Point. All right. I'm going to do my best. If you know me, you know I'm not a big fan of fresh peaches. And it's mostly because I don't like processing fresh peaches. Somebody else does the work for me. I'm all for it.
So I can get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Proud of strawberry lemonade.
Well, we've got lemonade and I've got strawberry syrup, so we can fake it to make it. But I'm done after one. To be honest with you, I need to not, Be totally obliterated? I don't know.
Touch her up.
Say, grab. There's um, lemonade,
Well,
lemon.
I just wanted to touch yours up a little
Okie
bit
dokie.
because I knew that
Thank you.
you needed a little refresher.
Absolutely, it's delicious. That
And
ouzo is. I, you and I like licorice flavored. If people, people that don't, this would not appeal to them. But
there's there are people that like licorice and there are people that are wrong, and that's okay. I,
eh,
just like they out there that like mushrooms and like tomatoes and
would you flip that chicken?
cucumbers
Because it's
tell
nearly
me that I
done.
am wrong. I'm okay with that.
Oh, this little peach is not quite as ripe as the others. But that's okay. When you're cooking them, it really doesn't matter. And these are cling peaches, so the stone's going to be clingy in the middle, and we're just going to fight our way around it. I'm convinced there is no good way to do this. Oh, that looks incredible.
Looks yellow,
Turmeric.
very yellow, very turmeric.
Yeah. And if you still have a little bit of the skin on here, it's not going to hurt you to eat it. I mean, clearly it's not going to hurt you to eat it. It just, no doubt. All right, I have to wash my hands now.
Whatever, please. There we go, flipped.
Thank you.
Y'all time. Wash your hands, folks.
Or at least rinsing them.
Mhm.
Okie dokie. I need a grapefruit spoon.
Oh,
I'm going to turn this
you
down.
gotta not tell yourself.
Oh, yes. Excuse
That's
me.
right.
Commercial break
That's right.
brought to you by the Anderson Academy Lemonade.
Delicious.
All right.
I've got, you know what you can add any simple syrup with it? No sugar whatsoever.
I'm actually going to cut around the peach pit as much as I can.
Then again, strawberries are
Now, if these were bigger peaches, I would slice these in half, but this is nearly bite size, and that's kind of what we're looking for here, so I'm not going to. Oh, hello. If you were trying to get the pit out, that's why I grabbed a grapefruit spoon. You can slice, cut it in half and then scoop the pit out with grapefruit spoon.
or you can just cut it like this.
Yes, Winston taught me a lot about making quick work of fruit and vegetables. And these little pieces that I'm cutting off will just kind of juice and disappear in the chicken. Okay. Oh, I'm going to sneeze now. I don't know exactly.
Did you wash your hands?
I rinsed my hands so I can sneeze. Oh, pardon.
Yeah,
I don't know, I was trying not to sneeze.
that's okay.
Yeah, now I
You're not
really
gonna
am going to
bother me.
wash my hands.
Ah, all right, folks. You know what it is. Just wash your hands again.
Okie dokie. Sorry, I removed my mic. I didn't figure you'd want to hear me blow my nose. Not you, them.
They
All
might
right.
understand functions.
Well, especially with me and my runny nose issues.
Yeah, get anything that has anywhere near any whatsoever, and she's an open faucet.
Toast. All right, Peach is going in.
Get in the pool, Peaches.
We're just going to let that kind of sit and do its thing. You can cover it if you want to. That chicken's not quite done. It's getting there.
It looks good. It smells really good. Those of you at home, when you're making this tomorrow night,
Right?
I'll know you guys watch it on Monday and then prepare it yourselves
All
on Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday because you
right,
have to
we're
go
just
to
going
the
to let
store
that
and get
go.
extra.
I'm going to commercial break again. Mm, mm.
Well, uh-oh.
Cutting a zucchini. All right, here's our raw zucchini salad. Here's the deal, folks. It reached 95
Mhm,
according to my watch today. That is too hot to run an oven
mhm.
to bake anything, and it's too hot to be doing too much of the stovetop stuff, to be honest with you. So we are doing quick. Um,
Press.
mm-hmm, absolutely. As soon as I get back to my, all right. So I need, I'm going to use one large zucchini. So I need about, how mustardy? You're not going to eat much of this, though. Roughly
You
a,
make it as much.
okay, roughly a tablespoon of grainy mustard, coarse
Yeah,
ground grainy
coarse
mustard, whatever
ground.
you can find. Okay, there you
That's
go.
the good mustard. Okay.
hmm I'm going to zest a lemon, so we've got some, pretty color in here, and then we're going to juice the lemon.
I got that. I can squeeze a lemon juice
Okay,
right here.
I know, but
But you're one.
I'm
So
going to use this lemon.
you're gonna use fresh,
I'm going to
fresh,
be fancy schmancy.
fancy.
Um, so Greek cuisine, I mean, you'll find plenty of seafood, but we've done
I like
seafood,
that part.
and we're doing seafood again next week. So you'll also find lamb, some chicken, and sometimes pork, but lamb and chicken more frequently than pork. So we went the chicken route tonight just to give ourselves a bit of a seafood break. What you won't find a lot of is cow, beef. You know why?
I don't know. It's not India, like, is it?
Not enough room to have cattle ranches. Also, very much the reason why you don't find why the South of the, southern US is very pork
Except
forward.
Texas.
Yeah, I consider Texas not quite the same South I was thinking. I think
It's
it's,
CC.
but once you get into Texas and Oklahoma, you've got more space. Right.
You got lots
Sorry.
of
I lost.
lots of land.
All right. So juice of a lemon, lemon zest going
So
in.
approximately, you didn't have the lemon juice.
You get about a tablespoon of juice out of a lemon, roughly.
Let's go the approximately 1 ounce.
About that, yeah.
1 ounce.
All right. J effect garlic and herb to get us started to
So
make
big old
this.
pot. I think J Effect is putting some more of those out here soon. I don't know where you can get those. Maybe they can speak up and say. I know that I think I saw something about them posting on the Facebooks. They were
Oh, that they've got some more
that
coming.
they were got some more of the large bottle containers of seasoning available.
To make that more Greek, I added oregano to it, and Flora Bay Farms has dill scallion salt. So the dill and the scallion, and then just a little bit more salt. I don't worry about that because J Effect is low in the salt, low in sodium. So I'm also going to add just a little bit more cumin to this. Whoop,
Keep it cumin.
I lost the cumin shaker.
Oh, you know how to do that without the shaker.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you
this
were adding
smells
it to the
tasty.
salad. You were adding it to the
Yeah, I wanted to add it to the chicken.
chicken. I'm so
Sorry.
sorry for what she was doing. I was looking for it. I heard all
Local
this.
honey, always buy local honey, and especially if you suffer from allergies, because oddly enough, it kind of helps alleviate that a little, just a little bit. Okay, so there's some honey, and
Honey,
then I'm going to pretty much drain the end of my olive
bottle of
oil,
olive
yeah,
oil.
and
What brand
probably,
is it? You get that
yeah,
at?
that's my Chef's Life I buy from. But I buy it because it's a mix of
Oh yeah.
oils, and it's good for blending, but with quite
And
enough
what's
stuff.
or olive
More
oil.
olive oil, yeah. Would you hand me a
Yeah,
whisk, please?
I'll try. Not that one. Here you go. One thing for
Thank
whisks.
you. That's right. Now, why am I doing the dressing first? Because it's in the bottom of my mixing bowl, and I can add my zucchini right to the top.
And then we flop it, and rotate it all around, and we throw it everything. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Oh, that's just rinsing.
Sorry, that's so good. Oh, that's good.
JFX says the garlic and herb and original big ones are available at Smalls in Marion, and that we offer local. They offer local delivery if you order online, and then shipping if you aren't local. You can
Ooh, shipping on the big ones too? Awesome.
and local delivery. So you don't want to go to Marion and go to Smalls, which you really should. I mean, they've got some really good products there.
All right. I have
We
my,
are proud supporters of
we
Smalls
are,
Meat Market.
my zoodle maker out. It will not suction to
Wood.
the wood, so I'm going to have to hold it down. So we're not really making zoodles, we're making ribbons. If you don't have one of these, they're like 20 bucks at Walmart, but we go through enough zoodles and whatnot that it's worth me having one. You can also just use a vegetable peeler and just shave down like you would, peel a carrot, just keep shaving and you'll get nice ribbons that way too. So you don't need anything fancy to do this.
If you got the fancy toys, you might as well get them out every once in a while and knock the dust off of them. That way your husband doesn't complain when you buy more.
You eat well.
I'm giving them excuses.
I know, you're justifying. All
I'm
right.
helping you
Be
out.
careful when you pull this out. That's the center. You don't want it.
So look at those.
I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to top and tail this, meaning cut the ends off so you've got an even playing field.
Grab into the zoodle maker. See what's a little crooked.
Zucchini's always
It's a
crooked.
little lean into the left over there.
It's
It's au natural.
so you want
Got a
the
little
flatter part against the blade because this is gonna, as long as you got at least part of those teeth in the back end, you're okay. And don't worry if you get like bits and pieces fall off. I'm gonna cut them anyway because you really can get long spaghetti strands. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm stuck.
Oh no.
And when it does that, just reposition. Just adjust your zucchini. All right. Would you pull that skillet? I can smell it caramelizing on the bottom. Just turn it off totally. Thank
Yep.
you. The last thing I want to do is
Overcook
oh,
our
it smells good though.
smell delicious.
All right. And you're going to, you're going to waste half an inch or so of zucchini. So use it. If you have chickens, give it to them.
You got dogs, give it to them.
If you eat it, I might not eat it. This is true. No, she'll eat medicine. All right, because these, like, quite literally do this. I'm going to go in and
Scissor them.
scissor them.
They can't see them. You're
Oh, I'm sorry.
totally in the way. Look.
You don't have to do this. If you want great big long ribbons, no big deal. Those are all pieces that fell off at the front.
Jennifer says, I'm thinking that she's talking about Jill.
Oh, probably, yeah. All right, so really all that it takes here.
She may have been dipped into the ouzo a little bit too much, talking about me, making misspellings.
She's probably talking about Jill. All right. Now I went ahead and did two of these because I had so much dressing in here. Too much for one. So this was two we're gonna just say average size zucchini, about 6 inches.
Is that the European average or American average?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Okay,
Oh, that's so good.
definitely not.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, that's delicious.
It looks really good. What's that?
Feta? Um,
Cheese?
yeah, most grocery stores carry feta cheese these days.
Where'd you get it?
This actually came from neighborhood food co-op, and I like this one because it's an import.
Mount Victos? Looks
Hmm.
probably Greek.
And it's solid in the sense that it's not really a creamy feta, and it's not going to be a melty one, but it's really good to crumble and put on salads, which is what we're going to do right now.
I'm getting mothered by the
Who's
J effect.
oh, what are we? Sorry,
I'm not. I'm the
you
unconfirmed
are
part of
when
this
you
show.
need to be. You're not a total get off my lawn disgrace of the
No, no,
generation. Okay,
no.
so we're gonna put about half of this in.
I can barely see
Sorry,
it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, my blocking is off.
No,
All right, so we've got
that that's my style of salad right there. Cheese and one vegetable.
Hmm.
That's like a perfect salad.
All right. Oh, that is so good. A little tinge of sour. Oops, I'll have to that later. And we're done.
What? We're finished at 37 minutes and 25 seconds into the show.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let's plate this sucker up.
Going to.
Sample.
Going to. Coming in hot.
Coming in. Coming in.
Peaches. A little of
Little bit.
that.
Little vegetables. We got first or no?
I've got one, but you'll want one.
I'll get one.
I'm gonna have to.
Oh, what about this over here?
Yep, I'll talk about that too.
Okay. You guys don't. I would poke.
Okay, I have some definite.
Oh, you got the scissors for those.
Too. There we go. There's that. I'll plate mine in a little bit and take its picture.
Got my plate.
All right. So the other thing that you can do here,
That
something
was
went boom.
this iced
Oh,
teaspoon
yes.
coffee.
No, I actually move it on
Oh,
Monday
did you?
nights. That
Then that
was
was
your
probably my stirring
shaker spoon.
spoon. Shaking stirring spoon.
Pita bread, which is what I'm
Mhm.
going to get out and cut. You want a whole piece?
Yeah. Bread.
And cut for chili. Where did I buy
Soaked up.
this? Both of these came from the co-op. So
Yeah.
again, authentic pita bread. And this actually is pocket bread, but it's super thin, so I don't really use it that way.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm putting it back in there so I remember what brand it is later.
The original bag inside a Ziploc bag.
Well,
And
yeah,
then, well, you
to
know
keep it
what you have.
fresh. All right, so these are super thin, so you could do a gyro with these. This actually would be really good right inside. Or you can slice it. You want me to cut yours up?
Sure.
And I'll show you this. This will pocket, but see how thin that is. So I won't use it that way. but we will do that. For the chili bean, go for it.
Mm,
Yeah, it's super tangy,
I'm
that feta.
looking on here. Oh,
Eat whatever, however
zucchini.
much you want.
I,
So this is an olive, a Kamada olive bread that they bake and sell at the co-op. It'll
bread.
last you about a week. He doesn't like olives. Trying to get, so if you look at it, it's got olives baked into it. Like I said, it'll last you about a week. So if you don't use it up in about 5 days, think about freezing it. Um,
Gross.
yeah, it will. And in fact, I picked a little teeny tiny bit of mold off of this, and this will go in a plastic bag. The rest of this get into the freezer because I won't eat it all this week. But this is $6. Well worth it. If you can't buy from a local baker or bakery, try to buy from the bakery from your local store. I'm just gonna leave that sit there.
All right. Come on over here and
Taste test.
taste test.
I need my drink.
Cover it up. I pulled off some zucchini and set it off to the side.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
And
covered it
you
up.
covered it up for me.
Here, I can actually. I've already tasted the zucchini. It's delicious.
Oh, that's good. Mm. And the lemon and the
Yeah,
olive oil
it
just comes out together when there's
it absolutely needs the lemon juice. You
yeah,
you want that in this.
that lemon juice just really hits it perfectly. And the chicken.
And the zucchini. I mean, raw zucchini is still.
Mm.
I mean, it's got a bite to it, but it's still soft.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
It's not even as crunchy as a cucumber.
Well, I think it. Mm.
Oh, the chicken. Sorry.
It's really good. It's really good. Let's take a bite of that one. And then
So the chicken is
oh,
it's skillet chicken, but it's more like a
mm,
skillet braise. It's not going to be seared necessarily.
mm-mm,
So
no, not peach. Mm.
hmm,
Mm-hmm.
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
This would also be really good shredded
Mm-hmm.
in a
I
gyro.
didn't. It is.
hmm That's
Mm.
delicious. I've
Mm-hmm.
I've not done that with the peach before.
It is
Wow.
really good.
Yeah, that's you're going to see that again
Mm-hmm.
in another
Form
publication.
publication. Mm.
All right.
All right,
Loosely Greek inspired
because of me.
because of him. Really kind of adapted and remade a couple recipes from my Greek table to fit our local flavors a bit more,
But still have
but
that
still
Greek
with the
inspiration.
Greek, yeah. So the oregano and the dill, um, yeah, and the feta and all the spices that went into it. So still, still kind of playing with that flavor profile a bit,
Mm-hmm.
um, but chili friendly.
I'm good with that. Oh yeah.
And ouzo, did we
Yeah, good
almost?
enough. We can get tossed.
Okay,
Not enough to keep.
so there we go.
Mm-hmm.
I told you you'd be okay tonight.
I
He was worried.
always have faith.
He's always worried when I say Greek
I
Greek
do.
food.
I'm always
Um,
concerned. But I have faith. And you know what? I have quattros on speed dial. So
so
it's
if it
okay.
just goes really bad,
Well, if it goes.
I mean, there have been a few meals where we've gone, yeah, no, let's order pizza. Very rare, but every now and then I flub in a big way. So all right, there we have it. Um,
I'm so chewing.
Fired up jellies and jams. We finally snuck one in,
Yeah.
and our lemonade that's pretty seasonal.
Extremely seasonal.
Yeah, and like if you don't jump on it quickly,
Yeah.
yeah, they sell
Yeah,
out.
when you see the post go live.
Yeah, order.
That's right.
Um, so yeah, that's it. Next week is our last in the Mediterranean, so we're gonna hop back to Spain. Um, the child has requested paella, so we're going to do a seafood paella next week
Oh,
from
oh,
Valencia,
God.
complete with the pan from Valencia and the rice from Valencia, and so this one's gonna be pretty authentic, and maybe slightly limited on the um, local, but we do have local shrimp and some other things to put in it, so a little bit there. So that's it, and then we're off to July.
Hmm.
So the first weekend in July is um,
July 7th.
thank you, the 7th. So we're right after the holidays. So we're going to pull back and come back to the Midwest a bit for that one,
Hmm.
because we're doing a couple of special things
With
with a
another
friend of ours, yeah,
content creator.
with another content creator. So we'll share more about that in another week or so. This upcoming Friday night, if you're local, we're cooking down at Carbondale Elks
Hmm.
Lodge. So we're doing chicken cacciatore
Hmm.
and fixings.
Hmm.
So come be our guest and have a meal.
Oh,
And is that it? And then July, I'll tell you more about that when we get there.
yeah, this Friday.
Yep, sneaks up on us.
Hmm.
So
Come down to the Cardinal Lodge. You'll have one of our foods, and we may make up a special cocktail.
can't take you anywhere.
Hey, it's why I have an apron.
All right.
It could be a bib for big boys, is what you can call it.
My. All right, folks,
That's what my apron is for.
We're gonna go eat dinner.
Yeah.
We will see you next week. Some of you, I hope we'll see you on Friday. If you're
Hmm.
local, please join us.
Hmm.
And there you have it. You guys have a good week.
See you later.
Bye.